On. You looked at me, you thought I missed it?
I did.
Welcome to the CCO Pre-Show, technically for episode 465 and 466.
Technically?
Yes, because it's not a bonus show, but we are doing two.
Holy shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, brought to you by the wonderful patrons at patreon.com/CCO podcast.
Whether they like it or not.
Yes, patrons of which we're going to see this weekend in Calgary.
I am very excited for that. I'm looking forward to it a lot.
What I meant was next weekend.
Next?
Yes, because it's the weekend now.
Yes, it is the weekend. It's the weekend of the Trash Ante that we talked about a couple of weekends
Yup.
ago. I'm very pumped for that. We're going to see some new people, make some new friends, and then next weekend we're going to go make some new friends and meet some new people, but also see some established friends, which I, again, am very excited about. We've all had a long week, and I'm very, very excited to cut loose with the nation.
Yeah, very much so. I want to say that the Calgary prep is complete, but that does not include cleaning Granny car, which Rebecca and I are going to do, and packing all of the merch and stuff into the trunk.
I have to pick decks and do laundry.
Yep, laundry. Very important. Can't be stinky. Can't be stinky.
Speaking of laundry, around the office, at my regular person job.
You got stinky people there?
Oh, I work in radio, bro. Of course I do. Oh, man, I work in the engineering section of a radio station. Oof. Everybody smells except me because I'm a Magic player that tries to buck the trend. So in the control room, we have this sweater, a zip-up hoodie, right? And it's been sitting there for a week.
Okay.
And this isn't mine.
Is it mine? Did I leave it there?
It's not yours.
Okay.
It's nobody's. I ask everybody, whose sweater is this?
Okay.
So finally one day, Tim Stone, radio personality here in Saskatoon, rolls in to say hi, and he looks over and says, "Hey, how long's my hoodie been sitting there?"
You can hear producer Gary. He knows Tim Stone.
And I'm like, "What? That's yours? How long has that thing been sitting? What? Why did you not miss it?" And he's like, "Nah, man, they made that for me a couple of years ago. I fucking hate that thing." And I'm like, it's nice. It's in good shape. He's like, "Yeah, but." And it's got the logo for the radio station that he's on emblazoned on it.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, look at this crap. I'm not a billboard. They're not gonna pay me to wear this shit. I'm not gonna wear this." And I was like, "Okay, so you hate it. How did it get in here?" He's like, "I don't know. I left it in one of the jock rooms 2 years ago after they gave it to me.
Oh, there you go.
So I could put it on in case somebody ever walks by.
In case the big boss man walks by, I'm wearing the coat."
It's like, "So how did it get in here?" And he's like, "I don't know. Somebody must have been going around on the weekend looking for something warm." So now we have some hobo that went around the building and just picked up a coat, wore it, and then abandoned it in my control room.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so.
So that's the mystery coat story.
The mystery coat story. Yeah,
Not to put too fine a point on it, but the reason laundry reminded me of that is because that coat is now in the laundry at my house. Because now it's my coat.
That's a free sweater story, bro.
That's right.
Oh man, I don't know what to say. I was gonna talk about Calgary some more. We've got the boys at Pile of Bones came through clutch when it counts. They're gonna send some beer for the CCO Experience gift giveaway. I don't know, what do we call them? They're not gift bags, party favors. That makes everything.
They're gonna have some beer.
There's going to be beer, yeah. And I picked up the CCO beer koozies. I think when we sell them at face-to-face, we got to just call them koozies, but we all know what they're for.
Beverage koozies.
Beverage koozies,
Are
yes.
they koozies or cozies? I always call them cozies. Because the can is cozy when it's in there.
Yes, but it's also like a jacuzzi for your beer.
But jacuzzis only keep you one temperature, and that temperature is warm.
No, they keep your hand warm.
What?
Yes.
Is that what they're for? I thought they were to insulate the drinks.
Didn't we?
The temperature didn't change.
We literally had this conversation last week. They do three things, and this is science. This is Brandology 101. Okay, so they keep your cold drink cold.
Okay.
Or they keep your warm drink warm, a la jacuzzi.
Okay, like those things, okay.
Or
Important.
they insulate your hand from the temperature of the drink.
Oh.
There you go. Now you know.
It's that last function I never really considered.
Very important, yeah.
Obvious when you think about it.
Especially when we're at like this tween weather where it's like, do I need gloves on? Is it cold? Is it warm? Right?
I'm wearing a jacket, but I'm also still wearing shorts. Because I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with my life.
So we are a Magic the Gathering podcast. If you're watching or if you're listening online, welcome. I did my first rip through with the Mind Skinner. I got 4 skinnered. And what I did was this. So
You weren't at EDH&M, though.
No. This was on Monday at Smitty's house.
Okay.
So I sits down with FU Aiden and FU Lara. It was a 3-player game, so take it for what it's worth, but it worked good. So listen to this. I says, okay, I've got the Mind Skinner, 10-1, can't be blocked for 3. When you take damage from me, each opponent mills that many cards.
And doesn't take the damage.
And yeah, prevent the damage. So we did a deck tech on it a couple weeks ago. And I says to Aiden and Lara, I've got my Bruvac CEDH deck, but I'm going to take out Bruvac and put him in the 99. And I'm going to replace Maddening Cacophony, like the combo with Bruvac.
Yeah.
Like I'm taking Cacophony out, Bruvac in, and then in the command zone, I'm putting the Mind Skinner. Just because I want to try like doing the aggro thing.
Right.
And there's a couple creatures that are like just CEDH creatures, right? That aren't really there for attacking. And a bunch of counter spells. So just be aware, I'm going to try and hit you with a 10-1 like a bunch of times to kill you.
Okay.
And they were like, okay, yeah, cool. Give it a rip through, right?
Right.
And man alive. Okay, turn 3, attack with Mind Skinner, mill 10. Turn 4, mill 10. Turn 5, mill 10. And I've got either counter spells or bounce or whatever, or like when Mind Skinner died, play him again, right? Because he costs 5 for 10 power. That's good.
It's not too bad.
Yeah. And I got 6 or 7 attacks in, and then I got a Bruvac down. I think I got 6 attacks in. Then I naturally drew the Bruvac. So when you mill like 20 now. And I got everybody down to about 20 cards. I think Aiden had 13 cards.
Oh, wow.
And that was just playing counterspells and Mind Skinner. And we all had a really good time. Lara was playing a sort of graveyard lands deck, and Aiden's always playing graveyard and lands decks, right? That's his thing. And it both helped them, so they didn't want to get rid of Mind Skinner, but they were constantly counting like number of cards in graveyards, number of cards in libraries. And it put them enough on edge that they were concerned. So it was like a dynamic and interesting game. I had a good time with it. And
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, I went home and got all my other remember on Sidewalk Slam a few times ago, I played Bruvac Beats.
Yes, Bruvac and the boys.
Bruvac and the boys, the Beats. Basically, I took that deck and added all of the things that like care about number of islands you have, like Tempest Gin gets bigger for each island you have.
Yeah.
Draw a card for each island you have.
Yeah.
And a bunch of stuff that says
Lots of the stuff we played in the deck tech.
Yeah. And lots of stuff like on the high end, Sphinxes that draw me cards or mill you, Fleet Swallower, mill half your library when he hits you, that kind of stuff. And like this 5 and 6 mana stuff that says draw cards equal to the number of cards in opponent's hand with rebound, like Ideas Unbound or whatever.
No, I was listening to every word that you just said, and that sounds excellent.
Whatever it was, the top end stuff that lets me fill my hand back up after I've deployed all of my equipments that hit you harder.
Let me hit you with this.
Sure.
Hit you with this.
Okay.
If Fleet Swallower was a Sphinx,
Okay.
it would be a fleet swallowing sphincter. Do not Google that.
Boy.
Sounds like Butt Boy.
You may continue the story.
Well,
that sounds really good. That sounds really cool. I'm glad that it worked out for you.
Yeah, basically, what I did was sleeved it up with the equipments that I had. Like I ordered from Fusion a Fire Shrieker for pickup in Calgary because I didn't have that random 50-cent uncommon that's been printed 10 times.
It wasn't in my 1 pack of Horizons.
Oh yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Foundation, sorry.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. I ordered a Fire Shrieker, and I think that was it. Sphinxes, a couple Leviathan type things for the top end, a bunch of card draw. I've got a Bruvac. Look at my sleeve. I look like a hobo. I've got a Bruvac, a Fire Shrieker, and a Colossus Hammer. All that give +10, double strike, or double mill. So those are my 3 damage doublers. Hey, sounds like a red deck, hey?
Yeah, it kinda does.
3 damage doublers, and lots of card draw to find them. No tutors, because I want to keep it on hard mode, casual, right?
Sure.
So that was my magic this week, was playing Mind Skinner and actually having it do lots of work.
Ooh, let me tell you a game story.
Sure.
So on Thursday, EDH&M,
Yep.
I brought out one of my decks, and I wanted to actually homework to see if one of my thoughts about a commander we're going to talk about on tomorrow's show is correct.
Yep.
Spoiler, it is.
Okay.
Double spoiler, the card, Coma.
Coma.
So
The new Coma, the 812?
Yeah, there's new Coma,
Yep.
and there's old Coma.
Yes.
My thought being,
Numa and Oldma.
Numa is fixed Oldma. Because they're like, man, that Coma, way too good.
Yes.
Way too good. Gotta make him way worse.
Yeah.
That was me forgetting to put my phone onto silent. I'm going to do that while I talk.
Sure.
So, we have Coma.
Yeah.
I had a really good start. Ended up with I had a 6/6 uncounterable, essentially indestructible, outfightable army creating Coma on turn 3.
Indestructible?
Because you can sack a coma coil to make her indestructible.
I know, but you said indestructible, and that was a funny word.
It's the same thing. So starting on turn 3, I have this Coma.
Yeah.
And the other guy's like, okay, we just have to kill this Coma and we'll win.
Yeah.
But of course they can't, because Coma is really hard to kill. And then it was like turn 4 doubling season. But along with that doubling season came a Midnight Cock. And so,
Like your Midnight Cock?
yeah, my Midnight Cock. And I had the win in my hand with
no.
counterspell backup. It's like, okay,
But
this game is miserable for everybody. Everybody's sad because I'm obviously going to win.
Mm-hmm.
And so I shuffles my hand in graveyard into my
Yeah,
library.
you time twisted yourself.
And I time twisted myself when I didn't need to because I had to. And I drew, get this, 6 basic lands and a Lightning Greaves.
Did you win still?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely I did. It took me like 4 more turns. I was going to just like win on the spot and let's play another game.
But you had to midnight clock your hand away because it had like time counters or whatever on it,
This
right?
is so sad. Oh, but we'll talk about why Coma is
Yeah. We both have come prepared with a little bit of a list, right, of what. There's commanders that go into 99s.
Yes.
There's commanders that are, of course, going to lead decks.
Yes.
There's commanders that are extravagantly priced because of the special guest artists and only in Jumpstart.
Oh my God, do not get those yet. Do not.
Yeah, wait for the promo code at Fusion to reset and then get them then.
And they're going to think Muxus. When I bought my Muxus, I jumped on it right away because I thought,
Yep.
oh my God, I'm never going to be able to get one of these. And I think I paid something like $50 for it. And now they're 4.
Yes.
And they're readily available. You can get them anywhere. The same is going to be true for these things. The special printings are the only printings of these cards. And you get one in every Jumpstart pack. So they're not $80. That Jellyfish Girl is not 80 USD.
No.
Don't pay that.
No, but we boys are going to pay it.
Yeah, they are. But
Yeah.
you
know what's funny?
Don't.
You know what's funny about that is I just redid my whole wish list on Fusion with the website update. I did the whole wish list again, and I put like every version of Bruvac on. There's like 5 printings of Bruvac, and it's funny. He's still a $30 card. He's in OG Jumpstart. He's in the list. He was in Ravnica Remastered. There's Ravnica Remastered Retro Frame. And then there's the Ravnica Remastered Retro Frame serialized one.
The borderless one, too.
Oh, yeah.
But those are all in one set. That was like a master's set.
Yeah,
So
I suppose. Well,
don't count.
and the list doesn't really affect
The list doesn't
reprint
mean
prices
shit.
that much.
Yeah,
And
the list was
the
a lot.
one from Jumpstart is a $30 card, right? So that's a weird one that you talk about Muxus going down, because I think if he's not leading your Goblin deck, I don't think he goes in every Goblin deck.
No.
But if you're playing Mill, Bruvac is the most popular Mill commander.
By a lot and for a reason.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I want another one so I could have the one that goes in my Mind Skinner deck just in it and
yes.
not have to use my one that's my commander for my CEDH deck.
Checks out.
Yeah,
Checks out.
so
Open and Jumpstart. I got one story to tell.
Jumpstart or Foundations?
Foundations. I got a foundation story to tell.
Collecti?
Collecti Boosty. Now, alas, there might not be a BBO on the CCO YTC because I forgot to pre-order my boxes.
He goddamn fucked up, Aaron.
Right? Man, because I thought it was released next week. I always order the Monday so that other people can have a shot at grabbing stuff, and I'm not like hoarding all the product, right?
I am willing to bet, and I would put money that somebody in the nation or Uncle Kelly at Face to Face Games will probably have some foundations that we can open.
Okay. Well,
I'm just letting you know
we'll
you're going to get your fix.
We'll see where it goes.
Sure.
So I goes into the store on my way home yesterday. I'm like, I'll see what's there. I'll grab something because I want to open something. It's opening day.
Yeah.
I got one collecty boosty of foundations, and I just cracked it in the car before I drove away. And fuck, man.
Is it a good one or a bad one?
I got a foil Japanese showcase Landwar elf. Pre-ordering at $100.
Ooh, you got a good pack?
I got a mana foil textured Better Door of Destinies.
I love that foiling process. We're going to talk about that next week, right?
I got a... We are.
Yeah, okay.
I got a borderless, that knight that makes it so whenever you gain life, your opponents lose life.
Oh, the
exquisite blood creature.
The exquisite blood creature. Yeah, he's a vampire, right?
I got the borderless Eldrazi.
Oh, with the center text?
Yeah, the center
justified text.
7 for 7
I
with
love that
ward
card.
7 and 7 other abilities. And I got one other card. All of them were worth money. I got a single dud card in this whole pack. And I got one of the Liliana planes that Alex wants.
Oh, yeah, I like that plane.
Or
Swamp.
Sorry.
Swamp.
But good, man. And I was just sitting there, man, I will never open a pack this good again in my entire life. In my entire life, I will never open a pack. Oh, and I got a foil doubling season in that same pack. So, it's like, I'll never open another pack like that again.
I got a casual foil doubling season.
It's like, Jesus. And I'm,
oh, man.
oh.
Well, good. I'm happy.
So it was really cool, but like...
Did you go back into the LGS and trade it all back in for store credit?
No. I'm going to, though. He's not buy listing it yet, but it'll all end up back in the store. So if you're listening locally or you like to order from our local store, all that shit will be available probably when we get back from Calgary.
There you go. There you go. Wow,
so
cool.
So far, Foundations is good, and it's been selling really well just based on what local people have told us.
Yep.
So people
I'm
are
telling you, man.
Said it's cool.
I'm telling you, the classic core set Magic vibe. Core set is so traditionally just fun. It's like your first introduction. I almost said to Magic the Gathering, but we're already in that universe. Yeah. It's like the first time you ever play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
It's like the first time you play a fantasy RPG on your PlayStation. Like that's what like core set Magic is. And I think that for that reason it's popular. Mm-hmm. It's going to be the set that introduces new players. And that's always fun, playing like first games of whatever, Jumpstart, Limited, Commander with new players. That's always fun.
Crushing noobs.
Stomping noobs, yeah. Telling them that we only play for money.
Yep.
Just kidding, we don't do that. But totally would. Foundations is I think it's going to be fun. And there's good cards in it.
Yes,
and there's
the
good
key.
cards.
There's
which
actually good stuff in there, too.
Which is what we're going to talk about tomorrow is the Legends.
Yep.
And then the following week is going to be the rest of the set proper, like where to get certain printings. You're always up on that. Yep. You've seen the multiple foiling processes and alternate arts in person now in one pack, mind you.
Yeah.
So you've seen all of that and kind of got the dopamine hit from doing that, which you can tell everybody about.
I haven't even eaten since then because I'm so high on like opening a good pack for the first time ever.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Good. I'm going to do more.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure the next pack I open is going to be just as good.
Oh, 100%. That's how gambling works.
Yeah.
You're on a run now. One pack, definitely a trend.
That's right.
Yeah, definitely a trend.
One of one, that's 100%.
Yep. Undefeated.
That's right.
Yep. And what else are we going to talk about? And our favorite cards, of course, on next week's show.
It's going to be a good time.
That's what I got to say. Pre-show for 465 and 466. I'm my good friend Ryan, here with Uncle Brando, producer Gary. Hit our theme song?
Brr, brr.
Brr, brr.